What's going on, you guys? Josh here, also known as Harry Tornado. This past week, I did a ton of sourcing at the Goodwill outlets, also known as the Goodwill bins. I spent about $55 over the course of 2 days, and I should walk away with a total net profit of over $1,000 on these items. Today's video is going to be a haul video. I'm going to show you every single item I've got so you can just get a better idea of the types of items you can find at the Goodwill bins. It's not all clothing, it's not gross stuff. This is really high quality stuff that you can make some serious money on. Coming up. So I want to try to go through this very quickly. I know you don't have a ton of time, but I just want to make sure you see most of these items just to give you a better idea of what's out there. I was able to find a bunch of hats. I think I have 18 in total. Most of them are pretty normal. Like here's a Nautica one. Here's a PGA Championship hat, a Cabela's hat. There's a nice little vintage Nike one. Most of these are $10 to $15 hats. I was able to find this pack of 3 vintage Milwaukee electric tool hats. These look like they were dead stock. They do have a hardware store, Schofield Hardware, on the side, but that does not affect the value at all. These are vintage, made in the USA, and each one is currently listed in my eBay store for $35 plus shipping. I expect each of them to sell for no less than $30, so $90 in hats right here already. Also, I went ahead and listed this hat because it was so popular. This was a NRA certified instructor flat bill vintage hat. It sold in about 7 hours for full asking price, $35 plus shipping. So already made more than half my money back just on one hat. All the other hats combined, you know, like I said, I probably have 15 or so. So if each one sells for 10 bucks, I mean, that's 150 in profit. So doing very well on the hats so far. I'm going to go through this stuff in no particular order. This was an Oregon Ducks Christmas sweater. You know, it's nothing fancy. It's just a men's large, but it's a really great time of year to sell something like this. I think I'm probably going to ask maybe $20 plus shipping. This is a men's Mercury fishing shirt. I think Mercury makes like boat motors. It's in very good condition, basically never used. I mean, it's still like that stiff feeling that comes from a store, and it is a men's extra large. I think I can get about 35 to 40 bucks for this. I got this Rammer's Corner punch press thing. I honestly don't know what it is. I just looked up comps. It's the HP 2000 model, and it looks like this is selling for about $35 to $40. You know, this is a perfect example of the just random types of items you can find at the Goodwill bins. Usually they charge you by the weight for items, but because this was heavy, this was like 6 or 7 pounds probably, they only charged me $2.50 for this. So $2.50 into about $40. This was the only pair of shoes I picked up. They're Adidas high tops in really good condition. They're just missing the laces. So they don't really need any cleaning, and I can probably just find some laces laying around at the Goodwill bins the next time I go. So maybe about 20, 25 bucks on these plus shipping. Found this cool tie. It was skinny and had a little tribal pattern on it, so that's the reason I looked at it in the first place. But then on the back, you can see that it is made of 100% alpaca wool, I guess. So really interesting tie here. I have no idea what it's worth, maybe 15, 20 bucks. Always find good Levi's at the bins. These are Levi 501s, 34 by 32. They're not vintage, but they're just a good style, no stains, no rips anywhere. I usually list my Levi's for between $18 and $22 plus shipping, and they sell usually within about 2 weeks. I found this cool little rug. It's really tiny, and I don't know what the purpose of it is, but I couldn't leave it behind. It was, you know, really lightweight, and it's just pretty. You could use it as a rug for maybe a dog bowl, or maybe stick it on a desk or something. I don't know. I just, again, couldn't leave it behind. Maybe 10, 15 bucks on this. This really nice Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Polo is really flooded in the market, so only pick it up if it's unique. One, this shirt has a very loud pattern, which is popular, and also it's a pearl snap. It has the double chest pockets and pearl snap closures, and it's also a men's extra large, so pretty good size. I think I can get about 20, maybe 25 bucks for this plus shipping. I see a lot of golf clubs at the Goodwill bins, and 99.9% of the time they are literal junk, not worth their weight in scrap metal. However, I walked by and saw this Titleist iron. This is a Titleist 3 iron. Was it AP2 forged. I looked this up on eBay. I'll throw a sold comp on the screen. Looks like one of these has sold for like, I think it's $59, just this one club. And you know, it might be a long tail item because, you know, it's not every day somebody's looking for just a single 3 iron, but it's worth it. You know, I paid probably about $1 for this altogether, maybe a little bit less, about 80 cents. And turning that into 50, 60 bucks is a good deal in my book. On this really nice J. Crew pencil skirt. It's got a nice little pattern. It's all like embroidered and very detailed. It is a women's size 10. It's the #2 pencil skirt. J. Crew is pretty good. I usually don't pick it up in the thrift store. I usually just get it at the bins, just because it's, you know, this might sell for 20, 25 bucks or so, so I don't want to pay, you know, $5 or $6 for it. But if I can get it for $1 or less, I'll pick that up. This next thing's pretty cool. I think it's a tablecloth or something, but all of this right here is 100% embroidered. Like, it's all, I don't know if you can see it. Like, all of that is embroidered stitching. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's kind of like a fall colorway, you know. I think it's a tablecloth, but again, I'm not 100% sure. Linens, although they are heavier, they do charge you by the weight, so I probably paid like $3 or $4 for this. But just all the embroidery, I just couldn't say no. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I might keep it, I don't know. But if I do decide to sell it, you know, I think I could probably sell this on Poshmark in the home decor section. Maybe 40, 50 bucks on this. Got this cool Hardee's refillable mug, and it was like a nice vintage colorway. And then I looked, and there is a date. There's a date on it right there, 1994. I don't think they will refill this anymore. I think their promotion has ended, but just a really cool 59-cent refill mug from Hardee's. Good. Oh, refill's good until October 31st, 1994. So I can probably get about 10, 15 bucks for this plus shipping. Found this wireless Xbox 360 controller. I have tested it. It does work. All the joysticks and everything move. I can usually get about $15 to $18 for these plus shipping. I got this 100% cashmere scarf in very good condition, no stains or holes, and it still has the TJ Maxx tag on it for $49.99. This was, again, by the weight, so probably less than $1. Got another J. Crew piece. It's just a women's top that I think would maybe go well with the pencil skirt. I don't know. It's a women's size medium, just white with black polka dots, and pretty modern style, like the 3/4 buttons, I guess. Yeah, maybe 15 bucks on that plus shipping. Got this Rawlings softball glove. I think this is like a youth softball glove, but it's in very good condition. It looks like it was not really used that much. I can probably get about $15 to $18 for this plus shipping. Got these 3 belts. This one is a Southern Tide men's belt. Very, very good condition. Maybe worn, you know, 3 or 4 times. Probably get about $12 to $15 for that. This one is a Wrangler belt, new with tags. Retail is $19.99. I can probably get about $12 to $15 for that plus shipping. And then this one is a vintage, because it's got 1995. I don't know if you see that, but it's got 1995 written on the buckle, and is a vintage Fossil branded leather belt. It's got a nice detailing on the band as well. So probably get about 18 to 20 for this one. I have this really cool Guess men's sweater. I don't think it's vintage. I mean, it's got the little modern tag right there, but it's just a black sweater. It's got the little armpit vents there, so maybe 18 to 20 bucks on this. I got this Mueller knee brace. I think these sell for like 20 to 25 bucks new, so not a ton of money here, but maybe 10, 12 bucks plus shipping. I found this black leather handbag. It just felt like high quality. I know it's 100% leather. It felt like used and worn, but still like very, very sturdy. And I looked on the inside, and then I saw the Coach label right there. I've done a lot of research on this bag, and it looks to me like it is an authentic Coach bag. The serial number is the type that was used in the 70s. It's got the 3 digits and then the dash and the 4 digits. All the stitching looks legit. The serial number is legit. It looks like, I mean, there's a little bit of stuff in the bottom of the bag, so you can tell somebody's actually used the bag. You know, if I was counterfeiting Coach bags, I probably would do something a little bit more flashy and extravagant, not something that, one, I'd use real leather on, and, you know, fake something that's kind of bland and boring. So based off that information, I am under the impression that this is a genuine Coach bag. If any experts out there disagree with me, please let me know. Like, I don't want to sell something counterfeit, but based off everything I'm seeing, this is a genuine Coach bag. If I can confirm that, I'll probably list this for about $75 with best offer, and maybe sell it eventually for like 60 or so. So definitely a good find from the Goodwill bins. Got this women's Columbia fleece. Usually I don't pick up the Columbia fleeces unless they're special. This is the Tech Titanium version, which is a little bit more high-end than the regular old fleeces. So I think I can get about 20, maybe 25 bucks for this plus shipping. I found my first Polo Bear Ralph Lauren shirt. I got really excited, but then I saw that there were some holes in the middle right there, right underneath the logo. It's a good size. It's a men's 2X, and there's no stains. There's just the holes in the middle. So I think I can still sell this. Maybe some girl would turn it into a crop top or something, or maybe somebody would just like to cut the logo off to make something out of it. But again, at the Goodwill bins, I couldn't pass it up. Probably paid less than $1 for it. Found this Roxy backpack. Nothing special here. It was just in really, really good condition. Probably get about $15, $18 for this plus shipping. I got this brick clock tower, Santa's Workshop Collection. Original retail price was 20 bucks, but this is obviously discontinued. It's from 1999. I don't think there were any sold comps on this, but there were only like 2 listed, and both of those were listed for like, I think $35 or $40 or so plus shipping. So I think this was a good buy. I'll get this listed pretty quickly and you know, maybe make about 30 bucks on it. I found this. I almost didn't buy this because I just didn't know what to do about it. But it's a handmade quilted thing. It came from Fat Grandma's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Original retail price was $45, and it's like a small wall. It's got a little wall hanging thing. It's a small wall art of men's shirts with ties. You can kind of tell it's probably, I don't know, maybe like 2.5 feet long, 2 feet wide. Just really cool. I think it would be a cool like office, like home office decoration. You know, probably paid about $1 for it, and like I said, the retail is 45 bucks, so I can maybe get about 30, 35 bucks for it. Pretty boring purchase here. These were just some Chick-fil-A work pants, but they are new with tags from Ube. Chick-fil-A work pants, if you buy them through Chick-fil-A, cost like 20, 25 bucks. So I think I can probably get about $15 to $18 for these plus shipping. Found these 2 t-shirts. This one is obviously a Pierce the Veil t-shirt from San Diego. Cool pattern there. And this one is the same size and style of that, and it was also like folded together, like they came at the same time. And this one is I mean, it's a Real Friends, whatever. I don't know if this is another Pierce the Veil band t-shirt or if it's another band, but I'm not sure. So if it's a Pierce the Veil band t-shirt, I will lot them together and sell them maybe 20 bucks plus shipping. And if it's not Pierce the Veil band, I don't know, probably just list it separately. But both of those should get 10 to 12 bucks a piece plus shipping. Got this really cool women's BT limited extra large leather jacket. It's almost like a Indian Navajo. It's got like some you know, braided details or stuff right here in the zipper area. It's like a suede leather material. Just a really nice jacket. It's also got some of that braided detailing on the sleeves. Back's in good condition. It's got the little vented braided spots in the back as well. Maybe 40 bucks on that. So I found this rug. At first I saw this side and I was like, oh, it's like one of those, you know, bright kitchen rugs. But then I flipped it around and it looked like that. Just a really fun, unique rug. I think it would be cool in front of a makeup vanity or something like that. Just a bunch of little frilly details. It's probably 2.5 feet wide, maybe a foot and a half tall. It's really interesting. I want to look for more like hard goods like this to add to my store, just to spice it up a little bit. I don't want my store to just be a bunch of boring items. So I don't know. I might. I think this item would maybe do well on Poshmark as well in the home decor section. I got this vintage Ninja Turtles bedspread. I think it's a size twin. It's in very good condition. I don't see any holes or major stains anywhere. But also you can tell it's vintage because it has a date written right there. I don't know if you can see it. It says 1988 right there. So this blanket is older than I am. It is roughly 30 years old. I think the Ninja Turtle eyes look a little weird, but still a cool find. I'm not sure exactly how much I can get for this, but I'll probably just list it really high and turn on best offers and see what happens. I'll probably list it about 80 bucks plus shipping and go from there. And then finally, the last thing of the haul is this this Easter dome thing. Let me turn it on for you so you can see all that it does. This did come in a box and it is fairly heavy, so I took it up to the counter and just asked them what they would charge me for it, and she rang it up as like a random glassware, so it was only $1.50. I did not test it in the store, so I got home and had to see what it did. So let's watch it. You turn it on. So there's 2 settings. It's like a little snow globe thing. There's like a fan in there that blows up these little things, and then the little train track goes around. And then you could turn the other way, and it has a terrible song. I know some lady is just dying to have this in her house for this coming Easter. The original retail price on the box was $49.99, but again, it's one of these items that have been discontinued. It's from late 90s, early 2000s. And also, I don't know if you could see because of light, but there are like little, those like fiber optic things like in the tree branches. Just turn the light off and you can see. Yeah, there you go. It's got some lights on there too. The song is just terrible. So, I don't know. Since this is discontinued, it's probably worth a little bit. It's probably worth at least what the original amount was, 50. So I'll list this for maybe 75 plus shipping, turn on best offer. It may sit in my store a while, but I think somebody will eventually fall in love with it. So we'll see. So there you have it, guys. That's everything I got at the Goodwill bins over the course of 2 days. Again, I spent $55 on everything you just saw. I did some rough math, so if you want to watch the video and add up everything all together, it'll probably come up to a little bit more than 1,000, but I think conservatively I'll be able to walk away with about $1,000 in profit on these items. And again, I've already sold that one hat for 35 bucks, so the amount of risk I'm taking here is very, very minimal. Now the challenge is to just get all this stuff listed. I have cleaned the clothes already. A lot of people ask me if I wash the clothes I get at the bins. The stuff that's able to be washed, like t-shirts or jeans, something like that, I'll wash it. But other stuff I'll steam. The only thing I haven't cleaned yet is that leather jacket, just because I don't want to mess it up. I just want to do some research and make sure that I'm okay to steam that. Everything else is good to go. I just gotta get it listed. So. Also, a lot of people ask me what the name of the store is. The official name of this store is the Goodwill Outlet. Some people call it the Goodwill Clearance Center, or some people call it the Goodwill Bins, but the official Goodwill name is the Goodwill Outlet. They're in most major cities, I believe. You just Google Goodwill Outlet and you can find the one closest to you. A lot of people also ask me if they think it will be worth a day trip to go to one of these locations. And honestly, it's really hit or miss. Some days are very, very, very good. Other days I go in there for 30, 45 minutes and I don't find anything. So I'd hate to tell you to drive 2 or 3 hours to one to just leave empty-handed, but if you want to take that risk, you can. For me, my location is about 5 or 6 minutes from my house. So I try to go at least 4 times a week. So I'm very lucky. I think everybody should try to go to a Goodwill outlet at least once. It's fun. It can be crowded, can be hectic, but it's just really fun just digging for treasures. So anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best, and I'll see you guys on the next one.